I'm here with Pastora Sylvia and another little boy named Miguel, because when they don't have names by their gift, when they lose their families and they come here, they name the boys Miguel. And you know Lucera's story. Pastora is going to tell the story of how she took this little boy in at 3 days old.
Miguel vino aquí al hogar cuando tenía 3 días de nacido.
This is Miguel. We received him here in the House of Champions when he was only 3 days old.
Okay. Llegó una pastora mañana.
One morning, a friend of hers came here and said that a place not too far away from here, there was a baby that needed her help, that had a mother that couldn't take care of him, so she went there.
Okay. Y la señora que iba a buscar al bebé en el platanar allí.
When she went to the lady that came here to tell her about the kid, she waited in front of a field of plátanos, and when the lady went in to get the baby, it took around like an hour for the lady to bring the mother and the kid. And once they brought the kid out of that field of plátanos, she noticed that the mother was around 90 pounds.
Wow.
And the 3 day old baby, Miguel, which we have right here in front of the camera, was around 2.5 pounds, almost 3.
2.5 pounds. Wow.
Those 3 days that the baby was already born, baby didn't have any milk. All he had to eat was a type of tea, like water mixed with tea and water. She really needed her help, the mother of the baby, at that point. She was desperate because she felt that the baby didn't have one more day to live. She felt like the baby was going to die. If Pastora Sylvia would not come that day to pick up the baby, she would probably her other alternative was to leave the baby in the road to see if somebody would pick him up.
Sí, y de verdad que cuando yo vi esa cosita tan pequeñita, yo me enamoré de él.
She fell in love with the baby when she saw so small, needing help. The person that went with her to pick up the baby said that she was going crazy because she was going to pick up a baby that was sure to die in the next days. But here we have the Miguel. He's still alive, and he's here in the Home of Champions.
This is what it's all about. Taking in babies whose parents have died. A mother here who was starving to death herself and her other children, and he surely would have died. You've heard the story of Lucera, who was 15 days laying uncared for. This is the type of heart of love and compassion Pastor and Pastora Sylvia, Pastor Miguel and Pastora Sylvia have. These are their children, 2 quarters on, the Ninas, it's her heart. And you can see, to do this video, we actually pulled him out of school for a little bit. He's being educated. He knows Creole, Spanish, and later on we'll get classes for English. He'll speak 3 languages. And every day at 6 o'clock he's praying. He's eating good meals. He's in this beautiful, gorgeous Home of Champions prayed for and paid for by the partners of the ministry. Thank you for helping us rescue Miguel. And thank you for helping us raise up 2 future champions here in the Home of Champions with Pastora Sylvia, your missionary, Tony McCreary, in Imani, the Dominican Republic. The family there, partners. I made this video to make you aware of the home that we have right on the border in Imani,
of the Dominican Republic, where we're raising up young champions. 17 gorgeous acres, 7-bedroom house, 3 bathrooms, completely paid for cash by the grace of God. And I wanted to just show you a little bit about the House of Champions, and we're trying to raise up of security right now. And we are training champions on the other side of the border to go in and shake the nation of Haiti. And I also wanted to walk you through right now the solution for the cholera, the solution for the death is water purification plants. Because even if you drill a well, you cannot be sure that the water that you draw out of that well is not contaminated with the spirit of death, the principality of death, cholera. The answer to saving lives in Haiti right now are water purification plants. Let me walk you through this water purification plant here on the border of Haiti, the Dominican Republic, in Imani. Here we go. Let's take a tour.
Okay, we're in the water purification plant on with Domingo here, this plant. And these are pumps that pull the water from underground. They pull the water in, and it goes from these pumps to this tank here, which is sand. The water goes through here, passes into this tank, which is carbon. Then the water goes from this tank into this, which is salt. These 3 tanks simply take the particles and the rough stuff out of the water, and then it goes from here and passes in to this water purification system. This is what takes death out of the water. This is what saves lives right here. This entire process, this is the final process, purification of the water, and then it is sent or deposited into these tanks. And you can see, I believe it's 1,000 gallons of water that holds. Can you imagine how many people in a tent camp in Haiti, if we had 2 of these 1,000 gallon tanks every day, every hour, putting fresh water in, putting it in 5-gallon containers, and taking it to the tent cities to save lives. The water goes from the purification tank into here. And there you have it. Pure, running water. Clean, no color. Hello, Tony McCrary here on top of the home of champions, and right here eventually will be an open-air chapel and church where prayer and praise will go up to God. Haiti's about 5 minutes this way. You can see the beautiful mountains of the Dominican Republic. What a great place to worship God. And I have Maria here, and I have little Lucera. You know her story, where we pulled her out of an abandoned house, and here she is, 3 years old and doing well here in the home of champions. But yet there's still much needed construction to be done. And I wanted to show you, we have 2 phases on the outside that we want to get done right away. That is the raising up of the wall of security. With the influx of people coming in from Haiti, with the entry of cholera, those that are infected, carrying this disease here, we want to make sure, for security purpose and for health purposes, that we have a wall raised up. That's our plan. It's our next phase, to raise up a wall. About 7,000 to 8,000 blocks we need to raise this wall up to protect Maria, the rest of the children. She's our cook and one of our workers, one of our teenagers here, and little Lucera. A wall of protection. And then secondly, we want to put a playground on the outside of the building. We want to put on the east side of this building is because we can build this playground equipment. To import it from America and pay the taxes, it would be ridiculous just in taxes to buy the type of playground you see at McDonald's. But we can build this playground here. Our carpenters can build it, put it together, put down some white sand that we can bring from the south side of the island, the beaches, and put it down for safety for the kids. And secondly, a little half-court basketball court so that the kids can get out, play, exercise, get some good sunshine. And it's a part of good health care for the children here at the Home of Champions. So there's two phases, the raising up of the walls and the putting in of a playground and a basketball court for the kids. I hope and pray that God will touch your heart to be a part of this project.
Casa nueva. Y gracias por la casa nueva.